Hello everyone, I hope you're all okay. Welcome to my channel and welcome to my garden. Today I'm going to be showing you how over the last few months we've been creating this apple tree archway with pathway going in between it. Okay, so it is the beginning of February and I'm going to start now working on this tree. So as you can see, there's 3 trees. There's 1, 2, 3 trees. So I'm going to start by taking this tree out. This is a really small tree in the middle. So it starts in the middle and it only actually comes up to here. So it is just this one here. So one, it's rubbing on this tree, so we need to get rid of it. And secondly, this is going to create the gap in the middle that I'm looking for to create a path. Okay, so I've managed to get the tree out. So that's the one in the middle. I am going to try and replant that. I did get a lot of the roots, which is really good. Because it was in the middle, I don't think it really had a chance. I don't know when this was planted. I'm assuming the same time as these 2 trees. And they've just overtaken where they were at the sides, I think. But I'm really pleased with that. I'm going to get that into a container for the time being. And probably just put it in the greenhouse. Okay, so that's all now potted into that container and I can plant that into the garden in a couple of weeks where I know where I'm going to put it. So the goal here is to have a path going through and the apple trees to be like an archway. So the apple tree in the middle is now gone. I just need to take a big pruning off of this apple tree here. They're really congested anyway. If I go around this way, you can see how in the middle it's really congested. These are quite old apple trees, so I don't know how long they've been here, but I think it'll actually do the apple trees a bit of good anyway, give them a bit more air in the middle. So they need a good prune anyway. I'm going to be taking that section there in the middle out, so then you will just have branches in an arch and nothing here and a nice little path going through. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead now and dig these daffodils up so they can be moved. There's just a few clumps here that are probably in the way of the path. Okay, so now I just have a pile of daffodils I've just dug up, but I'm going to replant them probably around the path I'm going to do here. So I'm going to leave that for a minute and I'm going to lay out the stones I've got here to see where they're going to go. So these are the stones that I've picked up. These were all free from a lady that was having a rockery removed. So I thought I'd use them in something. And now I have the perfect project. Okay, so I'm just going to dig now, just at the side of where I want the path. So I want the path here, so I'm just going to dig probably a hole here and a hole here and put some of those daffodils in. Okay, so I've now got the daffodils either side, so they're all dug in now. And now I need to just lay down these bricks where I want the path. I can't move that rock. It's really heavy, so I'm going to have to wait for Vince to do that. But I can lay the other ones down where I want them. That'll give me an idea. And then I'll come back to the pruning another day, I think. Okay, so I'm thinking something like this. I can't move that rock, but I've got 2 there, so I can sort of see those 2 would go where that rock is. I think that looks quite good. Maybe a little shuffle around. Okay, so it's day 2 of working on my apple tree arch, and today I'm just going to be doing some pruning. So I'm not going to take too much off of this tree because it has had a lot taken off here, the bit that was in the middle. So I think I'm just going to try and keep the archway as much as I can, and definitely reduce some of the growth from up here because it's quite congested. Same with this one. Okay, so because I want this to be an archway, I'm looking at these bits here, these branches here. So this one can stay because it's going across. This one is rubbing against this branch here, so that one I'm going to have to take out. But I'm going to keep some of these ones in that are facing outwards, take away the ones going in, and again I'm just going to do that, working my way up to try and keep some sort of arch, but make sure that none of the branches are actually rubbing against each other. All the daffodils are starting to come out. Spring is finally here, although today it's absolutely been pouring down. We've just waited for a break in the rain to come so that Vince can move this big boulder. So once this boulder's moved, we can then dig these stones into the ground to make our little path. As you can tell from the ground in our garden, we have got clay and it takes so long for it to dry up. That's why we haven't been out here much yet. So exciting that our little pathway will be going through our 2 apple trees, and they are starting to bud up now. So that's why we wanted to get this last little job done, so that when they are in bloom and blossoming, we'll have a really nice apple tree archway. Okay, the sun is out and we're just going to take this opportunity to do the last bit that we need to complete the apple archway, and it is to even out this bit here, this ground, and then place the stepping stones on and infill with a bit of bark. Okay, so Vince is just laying some cardboard down. We did have some cardboard, so we thought, okay, we'll lay that down and then we can lay the stepping stones on top of it.
Okay, so that's it, it's all done. Thank you so much for watching. I'm absolutely over the moon with how it's turned out. I can't wait for there to be apples all around this and us be able to walk through it round to the other side of the garden. Thank you so much for watching today, and we'll see you again soon.